Okay, hey guys, here we go now.
In 2048, YouTube's #1 content creator, Jimmy Donaldson, also known as Mr. Beast, announces a historic bid for the presidency of the United States. From here, America's biggest YouTuber joins a crowded presidential field for the White House. Throughout the past several years, Mr. Beast has floated around the idea of running for president. Those close to him have also mentioned his White House ambitions. But what would a Mr. Beast campaign look like? How will it operate? In this video, we're going to find out. Subscribe and leave a comment to let me know what you think. Today, we're going to base Mr. Beast's platform and chances off of historic precedent and predictions.
Let me ask you that about being the greatest YouTube ever. What's next? Because I was listening to your Rogan, and I swear to God, I thought this guy should be president.
Oh!
No, I'll say that'd be fun. Is that something you've thought about?
Yeah, the only thing
Political
is
aspirations.
I would love to.
From Jimmy's past expressed disdain for climbing the political ladder from local office to national, we assume he spends his time up until this point continuing building his YouTube empire and other businesses such as Feastables. As stated in an insider article, Mr. Beast plans to run for president in his mid-40s. By 2048, Jimmy will reach the constitutional age of eligibility, being at least 35 years old and already meeting the 14-year residency requirement, as well as being a natural-born citizen, having been born in Kansas. Slightly less than half of the states in the country allow candidates to use nicknames on the presidential ballot. In these states, for more name recognition and for brand cohesion, we assume Jimmy would run as Mr. Beast. Other states that prohibit nicknames, Jimmy would obviously have to run as Jimmy Donaldson. It would make both poetic and logical sense for Jimmy to announce from his hometown in Greenville, North Carolina, a town he left as his current base of operations. In the present, Mr. Beast works with the town's mayor in monthly calls on using the Mr. Beast business to help bolster the town's economic growth. It would be symbolic to announce from a town whose economic success he's played a significant role in, and especially if his home state of North Carolina solidifies as a swing state in the next few decades, having been just decided as recently as the 2020 election by just about a percentage point, making the state competitive for Democrats and Republicans in 2024. Inevitably, because it's politics, Mr. Beast's public opinion will drop once he jumps into the presidential race. Remaining apolitical and nonpartisan is something that Jimmy's been very conscious of for a long time. His manager Reed commented on advising Mr. Beast in 2018 to avoid the use of guns in his videos.
And him and I talked about it a lot in the early days. It's like, we got to stop the gun stuff.
Right, like there's a format of that on television, and there are ads that play before that video.
But a 18-year-old kid in the middle of nowhere, shooting stuff at random was like not something people were going to sponsor.
Another case of this has been shown in a podcast from Lex Friedman. Mr. Beast, when asked about his opinions on censorship, Jimmy deferred the question.
With shadow banning and censorship and all that kind of topic, especially if you see it on other platforms like Twitter, do you think about the role of centralized control of which information isn't or isn't made available through search and discovery? I'll be honest, I never really think about it. So you just try to make fun videos that. Yeah, I'm kind of more in my own lane, but it's not like that. I don't just specifically think about it. I just like a lot of stuff in general. I'm just kind of in my own lane, thinking about my own stuff.
One of the reasons why he has expressed wanting to run is to work on bridging our political polarization. Like many Americans, Mr. Beast's political views can't be labeled Democrat or Republican in the two-party system. We get a few clues on what a Mr. Beast presidential platform could look like. Based on Jimmy's work on Team Trees and Team C's, being pro-environment would obviously be a plank on the platform. So will social progressivism, which parallels Jimmy's public support for the Black Lives Matter movement and the LGBTQ community, supporting his childhood friend Chris's transition. Economically, he's voiced support for some form of universal basic income or stimulus. He's interacted with the 2020 presidential candidate Andrew Yang in the past, who made these ideas.
I can see the future, but I can't.
A career off of giving money. He has stated that he wants to show he can't be bought. If I had literally $0 in my bank account and I was like, vote for me, I feel like that's a pretty good campaign thing. These progressive policies mirror the lean of young people, including the iPad kids who comprise many of Mr. Beast's audience. They will ease in and comprise the majority of America's electorate and will be part of his winning coalition. But the point is, by the time Mr. Beast runs, the youngest of his current audience will be of voting age. Mr. Beast's Olympics video also shows what his foreign policy could look like, such as what countries he would recognize if elected president. Of course, that's not without controversy. It's been called a geopolitical nightmare and cursed for the countries it recognizes and doesn't. There will be several key advantages Mr. Beast will enjoy, but also disadvantages he'll suffer from. Among the list of advantages includes money, obviously. self-finance, Jimmy has strong financial backing. He stated that he would make giving away money a part of his campaign. Because Mr. Beast can self-finance his campaign, he's less likely to listen to the special interests, including political action committees and lobbyists. An electorate tired of corruption could find this refreshing. And there's precedent to this. Billionaires before, such as Ross Perot, most notably financed their own national campaign. However, Perot didn't enjoy the name recognition that Jimmy has right now and will likely increase in the future, which leads me to my next point. Loyal following. Already, Mr. Beast has more social media followers than many former US presidents and sitting senators. His YouTube channel has been watched by more than 10% of the world. In terms of viewership and following, no other creator comes even close. He is undoubtedly the most influential content creator ever in YouTube. Jimmy's campaign can bring a large swath of traditionally apathetic voters into the voting process. Like other celebrities such as Taylor Swift, Jimmy already wields the influence that can increase turnout and civic engagement with a social media.
We always trust brands that are recognized. Did you know that the Nissan Kicks e-Power has won so many awards? Like best
Beast will enjoy the luxury of having traditional media and the internet on his side, but more especially the latter. It'll be a big thing on the internet for sure, because it's possible that they could elect the first YouTube president. It was the internet that propelled a then Senator Barack Obama into the national spotlight. And
Okay, iba na panoorin ko.
Hello there.
CEO entrepreneur, born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos. CEO entrepreneur, born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos. Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Pave the way, put your back into it. Tell us why, show us how. Look at where you came from, look at you now. Zuckerberg and Gates and Buffett, amateurs can fucking suck it, fuck their wives, drink their blood. Come on, Jeff, get 'em!
Okay, yeah, hey.
and helped in his run for the presidency as he used the internet to build a grassroots donor base. It was traditional media's laser coverage of celebrity Donald Trump's campaign that helped him win as well. A lot of debates and other events in the presidential election process involve playing to the audience. Jimmy is a natural entertainer. He knows how to communicate his message most effectively, which is key to a country seeking new leadership. Outsider. Another advantage for Mr. Beast is being an outsider. Historically, the country has had a hunger for anti-establishment figures that can shake the system up. Mr. Beast, with his lack of traditional political experience, can be used as a strength as voters will look to him as an anti-career politician candidate. Someone who could be seen as the man of the people, as he hasn't been in Washington for decades and still remains incredibly grounded to the
McDonald's. Solid now.
Mag-set up ng sarili mo sa task sa TikTok Talk. Ready to set
one of the two parties, your chances of winning the presidency are slim. Even former President Teddy Roosevelt, who failed to secure his election nomination as the Republican candidate, chose to run as a third party under the Bull Moose label. Even a former president failed to get a sizable
I was able to remove the screws from the first level. What's the limit of it? It's impossible to remove all the screws in the second level. Those who brag about it on the internet should keep a low profile.
You know, I know you're making up the truth. Can't I go before I lose my cool? I love you even if it's difficult.
Jimmy's experience as a YouTuber will not translate over to being a good world leader. But then again, America has had an entertainer to the presidency pipeline. California elected Hollywood actor Ronald Reagan to the governorship, and then later to the White House. Even more amazingly, America elected Donald Trump directly to the presidency. Unlike his 44th predecessor. predecessors held no office prior, it's impossible for pundits at times to 100% accurately predict the next election cycle, much less predict a cycle decades away. Who knows? Mr. Beast might not even run for the presidency because of the time he needs to allocate to the campaign, as well as the years of planning in advance. Winning the presidency would also require Jimmy to sacrifice 4 years of his life at the minimum, and if he wants to seek re-election, another 4 on top of that. The job itself, already hard to earn, will require lots of energy and stress. By the end of Jimmy's term, he could wound up with a lot of gray hair, but Jimmy's smart. Like for his buried alive with the veterans in the field, he'll have meetings with the best campaign strategists, consultants, and organizers he can find before making a decision. Already, he's been in some sort of political conversations. He's friends with those in politics, including former California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger and billionaire Elon Musk. He's been on a poker show with Senator Ted Cruz, and he is hearing blindness videos spark political dialogue. While any presidential election in the 2040s is decades away, the grounds for a potential Mr. Beast presidential campaign is constantly being everything Jimmy's doing across the country, opening a Mr. Beast restaurant in New Jersey to giving money to strangers in California, is setting up the groundwork for Mr. Beast for president. The people whose lives have been touched by him will be his most loyal supporters. And if Jimmy wins, it will also pose further interesting questions. Can an independent president work with such a partisan Congress on passing legislation? Will he improve America's image in the world? But the question for now remains, will Mr. Beast run? Is this his endgame? Is the influence that Mr. Beast has now, plus what he accumulates in the future, enough to overcome the two-party system? Only time will tell for Jimmy Donaldson.
Okay, here we go now, guys.
CEO entrepreneur, born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos. CEO entrepreneur, born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos.
Okay, here we go now. Alright. The next thing
Why
is that,
I love Envato Elements? I love that I don't have to animate my own texting conversations in After Effects, because that's a lot of work.
In this video, we're going to show you how to get 100 subscribers on YouTube with the help of vidIQ for free. Let's do this. vidIQ. vidIQ.com. Hello, everybody. If you are new here, welcome to vidIQ. My name is Rob. If you are a regular here at vidIQ, then yeah, you are absolutely right. This is going to be a slightly different alternative approach to making video content on the channel. I would love and appreciate your feedback on whether you enjoy or don't enjoy this style of video. What we're going to do today is help all of you creators who are starting out on your YouTube journeys and finding your path to 100 subscribers. Of course, here at vidIQ, we have a vast range of tools that will help you get there. But a lot of people talk about how vidIQ doesn't give me enough value as a free user. And I want to debunk this myth a little bit. I'm going to show you how you can use some of the free vidIQ tools to help you get 100 subscribers using some relatively straightforward strategies that you should be adopting as you first start out on your YouTube channel. To take full advantage of what we're going to be talking about here, please download vidIQ if you haven't already done so for either Chrome or Firefox. There is a link in the description. We're not going to be talking exclusively about vidIQ tools, but they're really going to help you as I go through this little journey of using the free tools to help you get 100 subscribers. Alright then, welcome back. If you just paused the video, installed vidIQ and authenticated your channel. You will know if vidIQ is working properly or not because you will see this real-time stats bar in the top right-hand corner of most screens, giving you a snapshot of your channel. You'll also see the likes and dislikes ratio on all videos on pages such as this. And this is all free stuff, which is all cool. We've got some tools down the left-hand side, which we'll be covering a little bit as well. But before we go into the vidIQ tool stuff, let's just start with some very simple keyword research. And this demonstration is going to be aimed towards gamers because we know there are a lot of gamers here who need to work out how to find their niche in such a competitive area of YouTube. But these strategies can be applied to all sorts of channels. So whether you're beauty, tech, you should be able to apply the same philosophies as what we're going to talk about here. So let's do Fortnite, the biggest gaming topic probably behind Minecraft on YouTube. And I'll simply type in search bar here and we'll see what comes up. Now, even though I know very little about Fortnite, what I do know about YouTube is that if you just try and make a video with Fortnite as a title, you're just not sending enough information to either YouTube or your potential audience. So we need to think about focusing down the channel, looking at something specific or trending. I know that Fortnite has seasons, and these seasons provide lots of updates and different things happening in the game. So through autocomplete on YouTube, I'm just going to click here, Fortnite Season 5, and take a look at the results of what's being shown here. And then we'll start to see some vidIQ influencers. Alright then, as you can see, I am a free user at this point because vidIQ is asking me to upgrade. So everything you see here is for free users, and boy, what a ton of information. You've got this search companion down the right hand side, you've got this funky little tab that I'm going to click in a few seconds. But first of all, very simply, I want you to look at this tool that we show you here, which is channel size. Sometimes you can get so much information simply from channel size. These are the top search results, and you can see that the top 3 channels have 1 million subscribers, 200,000 subscribers, another 1 million subscribers. Let's be honest here, if you're a channel under 100 subscribers, if you try and make a video about Fortnite Season 5 as a title, you're probably going to struggle to compete with these large creators. However, we've already got some interesting information here from this channel that's currently 4th in the search terms, and they have 90,000 subscribers, so they're a lot smaller than the other 3 channels at the top. And it might be because they're live streaming. So that told us a little bit there about how YouTube works. Sometimes when you create live streams on trending topics, it gives you a higher ranking value. And we've learnt that just by looking at the channel sizes of each of the top ranked videos in this topic. Down the search companion, we can see again that this is a somewhat intimidating search term. Highest view counts, so like 10 million, average view counts 1.5 million. Again, as a channel of less than 100 subscribers, you've got to understand your place in YouTube, and this probably isn't the right area to try and start creating content. Further down the search panel, we have the overall score, and this is kind of a barometer, a general feeling of how valuable this keyword is on YouTube, and it gives us a score of 49 out of 100. And furthermore, it's telling us that the search volume is relatively high, which is what you would expect from a Fortnite search term, but the competition is also high as well. So we've got some work to do if we want to compete here. So is Fortnite Season 5 perhaps something that we want to look at? Maybe not. Now, something has caught my interest here, just before we look at some of the more search terms on the right hand side. This term here, Signal the Coral Buddies. Again, I don't know anything about Fortnite, but that seems to be a really intriguing keyword to use for Fortnite. Could that be something that's trending on Fortnite right now? And again, as a small creator, maybe I'm able to capitalize on that, but maybe we'll look at that a little bit later. Now, down here, there are top related opportunities. We'll search for Fortnite Season 5. I'm just going to take a look here at Fortnite Season 5 Chapter 2, because we're kind of going even further into the search term here, which is where channels such as yourself with less than 100 subscribers may want to be focusing on. So what we can easily do here is select the keyword, copy it to clipboard, and then hopefully I should be able to put that directly into the search term, which is done, and then see what results vidIQ gives us here. And it looks as if, again, this isn't the best search term to compete with, because there are highly ranked channels here doing very well. But again, the 4th result, another live stream here, 30,000 subscribers. Now, the other thing I want to look at here is this top tag that says enable inline keywords. I'm going to click that and let's see what happens. Bang. Can you see what's happened to all of these videos? It's now showing you the video tags that are used by these creators. Now, there's still a huge discussion about whether or not video tags are valuable, but here's the really cool thing about all of this. a lot of creators are doing the keyword tag research for you. And what vidIQ allows you to do now is highlight over this, and it shows me tags about Fortnite Season 5 Chapter 2, Fortnite Secret Locations, Fortnite Season 5 characters. There's some interesting tags there, which I can not only add to my keyword research to generate video ideas, but I can also click here, and that's going to copy all of those tags if I want to use that later, which we are going to do, but I want to do a bit more investigation on this keyword phrase. So vidIQ is already helping me out here with the data, but I do need to apply some of my own knowledge and passion for the topic. And while I have a very limited amount of knowledge and passion for Fortnite, there was that one phrase that piqued my interest. Signal the Coral Buddies, I think it was. It just seemed to be a very strange title to have in a Fortnite video. So I want to investigate that further. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to, on this search page that we had before from Fortnite Season 5 Chapter 2, I'm just going to do a simple search for Signal and see if any results come up. Alright, so there are creators who are using Signal the Coral Buddies in their tags. This channel has 400,000 subscribers. Let's see what else is going on here. Alright, now this is really interesting. Granted, the channel is a lot further down the list, and they're a much smaller channel, which is interesting for us as a channel under 100 subscribers. But Signal the Coral Buddies is being used in titles and in tags. So that leads me to believe that I think we need to do a search on Signal the Coral Buddies. I know that sounds really strange, but probably to Fortnite gamers, they understand exactly what this means. And again, in whatever topic you talk about, that's going to probably mean something interesting and significant. So yeah, let's do this. And again, YouTube is giving us an indication here by auto-completing to Signal the Coral Buddies. So that's where we're checking out the information and see what the search brings us up here.
Can I show you something that kind of messed me up? This is a ribbon that represents 100-year.
Already, vidIQ is giving us some very juicy feedback here in terms of the overall score, the barometer of the keyword. The search volume is a lot lower than when we had Fortnite Season 5, Chapter 2, and so on. And really interestingly here is that the competition currently is very low. So that's a supply and demand question. People are searching for this term now, but as of right now, there's not enough video content to serve that audience that is searching for this term. So as a smaller creator, I'd be really taking an interest in this search term. And the Search Companion confirms this as well. The highest views and average subscribers seems to be a lot lower than with just the Fortnite as a search term. And interestingly, the average age of each of these videos is relatively short, 12 days. So a lot of content is being recycled here. I'm really getting fascinated. And I want to do some more research into some of maybe the smaller channels here that are taking advantage of this search term. Alright, I've spent a bit of time going through these search results, and I've come across this channel, which I think is of particular interest for a small video game creator interested in the Fortnite space with maybe less than 100 subscribers. The channel is called Drogon X Plays, and this video is doing okay for them. It has 130 views from a channel with 600 subscribers. That seems acceptable. They appear to have jumped on this trend in the last 24 hours, and they look to be optimizing their content quite well by including this keyword Signal the Coral Buddies in their title, description, tag. So they seem to be doing all of the fundamentals very well. So before I look at the video itself, I actually want to look at the channel, and this is where we're going to come out of vidIQ mode a little bit and just objectively look at this channel as a creator, because I think it's really useful to start to build a sixth sense about channels that you feel are of a similar size to you but are doing all the right fundamentals that will help them grow as a YouTube channel. So what we can see here, first of all, is that they have a colourful channel banner and it has a Fortnite to it. It also looks as if they've put some effort into building out their main page a little bit. If we visit the video section, what we'll see here are some very high quality thumbnails for the size of the channel. And they all have a certain level of consistency and good fundamentals. In the gaming environment, you want to see thumbnails that aren't too busy, and if they're trying to emphasize something in the thumbnail, really well. Orange channel focus for this Fortnite. But most importantly, I think the type of content that they're trying to create for our audience mostly is valuable information showing people how to do things in the Fortnite universe, as opposed to just Let's Plays, which sometimes aren't that exciting for an audience, for a creator they're not familiar with. So, as a small creator, I may be taking this channel as an example of a small YouTube channel in the Fortnite genre that is making an impact. And with 600 subscribers, I would be very happy with some of the view counts coming in here. Like 800, and when I look at the video length, videos are relatively short well, that the creator is trying to give audience value time on the, I guess, shorter attention span of maybe what videos might be. All things that I'm making notice as I go through this channel as well. Now I've been satisfied enough by the quality and success tabs on them. And with vidIQ, you have a tool where you can add this channel to what are called your competitors. And think of this as your work subscription list. You watch channels and subscribe to them for education and entertainment, but when you're, I guess, on your job making YouTube content, you want to follow certain channels who may be making similar content to you. So we can simply click the Add Competitor tool button here, and this is automatically going to add this creator to my list of competitors, and I can frequent this screen whenever I want to. They're up to see their videos performing well. Some part of the whatever it is, and it'll stay there for as long as I need it to. And with the free tool, you can add a small number of competitors, such as this. Okay then, let's now click on a video and see what vidIQ can tell me. Now, you're going to have to use your imagination here a little bit. Let's say we have watched this video in full. And we've decided that, yes, this is a really good video. We want to be reminded of... Here on the right hand side, we have this full video scorecard which gives all sorts of information. The thumbnail, it shows you why you clicked on this video. This was the thumbnail, and you can mouse over it, you can click on it, that will give you a full screen image if you want to take a closer look at it. But we also have lots more information down the right hand side, including how many views per hour the video is getting right now. That's interesting for velocity, social stats. We also have something here called SEO, Search Engine Optimization. This is what how well together in terms of titles, descriptions, and video tags. And when we mouse over it, it gives us a breakdown. And according to the actionable areas of this video in terms of what's been included in the title, description, and the video tags, this creator has done a near perfect job, a score of 45 out of 50. And that theoretically means that you have given your being optimized and being found in search for your site. Imagine another video that has done similar content but not optimized it, then it may give you a better chance of being discovered. It doesn't guarantee success, because obviously channel size and how many views you get from other sources such as suggested videos, browse features is very important. But at least from a search perspective, you have an opportunity, and that's why we found it. Slow it down. ranking. And we tags of bloody actual coral location. They are actually ranking their tags. Different questions. A lot of keyword research into their content. They're really thinking about what potentially an audience or right now. So they don't really actually game it if we wanted to. And there's just lots more fun and interesting statistics here. There's also a tool here called Compare Views in the First 28 Days. As a free user, you get a bit of access to it. So what we can quickly do is compare this video to their channel average, I think, and it shows here that for this channel, this video is actually performing above average. So it looks as if they've hit on this trending topic, it's doing well for them. It may mean that if this video is doing well for the channel, they should probably double down and do another one. And it's an indication again to you as a creator to signify that, oh, this topic of signal the coral buddies, I should really be thinking about making content on this on YouTube and finding my own unique angle or information to provide down here on the right hand side. And yeah, this is all of the free aspects. We've done a lot of research here on video topics. Now let's jump a little bit into applying some of this research into optimizing our own videos when we're ready to publish. Okay folks, it's time for a little bit of video on the topic as well. So you've made it, you've uploaded it to YouTube, but you haven't yet published it on YouTube. And for illustration purposes only, I'm taking Drogon X Plays lead here. So I'm using his title and his description and his thumbnail, but just to prove to you that I'm not actually stealing his video content, this is the actual video content, it's just me doing it. I need to show you all the things that the video. The first thing, and arguably the most important thing to get that content is the thumbnail. A lot of people, when they first start on YouTube, are so busy creating content, they forget that they need to pitch their content to YouTube. And the way people see your content, first of all, is that thumbnail. Judging a video by its thumbnail in the same way that somebody may judge a book by and your video title for your search term. And all you need to do is tell vidIQ what search term you want to rank for. So we're just going to put in Signal the Coral Buddies as a broader search term and then click Preview in Search Results. And now what this is going to do is compare the title and the thumbnail that we've created for the creation of a search term. So I think when we did how your video may look if it was ranking. And if I was Drogon X Plays, I would be very satisfied that this thumbnail is very competitive, of a high quality, and I think people may click on this thumbnail just as much as any of the others ranked at the top of the search terms for this. Now, this is of course before you publish your video, so then you can go back and refine before all before the video goes live. It's a great opportunity to make sure that your video is competing really well for a search term. As a free user, you get to preview this 3 times, so it's well worth checking out before you decide to invest further in this vidIQ tool. Okie dokie, let's see how else we can optimize the vidIQ. We've already seen a video watch page, and it shows you how you can take action as a creator to optimize your titles, descriptions, and tags to potentially make your video more discoverable, at least against competitors of a similar size in your video topic. And remember what I also said, you can let other creators do the work for you. Full video clip to see that we've done all of the keyword and tag research. And when I mouse over these tags, you get this copy option. So we'll just copy all of these tags, and guess what? We'll put them in our video, and look how that impacts the SEO score. Now it has information on titles, descriptions, and tags. It will give you a ranking and say, yes, pretty good. That literally 10 seconds. Now, to be clear, I don't just want you to do this, copy somebody else's tags and think that's okay. You've got to do your own keyword research, and when you make your own videos, they're going to have their own flavor and style, and perhaps change the conversation of the topic a little bit. You remove some of these you don't from their channel, you may want to add your own, and maybe you don't think some of these tags are as valuable, so you can remove some, add some, do whatever you want, make it your video. That will influence the SEO score, of course, over here, but essentially, if you have an SEO score of 40 or above, then you're doing a good job of optimizing your content. Another thing you want to check here is the checklist, of course, and it will tell you things that you probably want to do on most, if not all, of your videos. For example, adding an interactive card, end screens, adding captions if you want to, adding it to a playlist, all of these type of things, but they're just going to add little nice extra bonuses to the potential success of your video. Now, of course, we've seen here that there are many paid upgrade options here, such as boosting your videos, which will give you hundreds more unique tags. We've just copied somebody else's here, but with Boost, it will take into account the entire keyword universe of Signal, the Coral, Buddies, and so on. And here, if we were using Boost, we'd have another 230 recommendations for tags and keywords. But this is a free way of doing it, and it's a very quick way of very quickly optimizing your video content. All right then, to conclude this whistle-stop tour of the Freeway video research and look at your channel. Maybe a month you'll start to get a little bit of data, a sample size to work with. And of course, YouTube has lots of fantastic tools in terms of analytics that you can see here. But there is one tool I want to show you from vidIQ that can help guide you onto the content that's working for you, even when you start your YouTube channel and you're trying to get those first 100 subscribers. And it is this channel audit tool down here on the left-hand side in the YouTube studio. When I click it, it's going to give you pretty much a report card on your channel and how it's performing over the last 30 days. Interesting. We can see on our which videos are doing right now. Also, which videos are gaining the most subscribers. This videos that are popular. I can see that this Minecraft Star Wars DLC Gets You Views short that we made is one of the videos that's still bringing in views to the channel. It's a video that's brought in some subscribers, and it's a video with the most watch time in the last 30 days. So that tells me that maybe on our short channel, looking at this card here, I can see that this Minecraft Star Wars DLC Gets You Views short that we made is one of the videos that's still bringing in views to the channel. It's a video that's brought in some subscribers, and it's a video with the most watch time in the last 30 days. So that tells me that maybe on our Shorts channel, we should be making more Minecraft-centric content. And that's because for some reason, Minecraft content works really well on YouTube as Shorts right now. Moving further down the list, it will show us which Search terms are bringing views into our channel. So of course we're doing a lot of vidIQ short content on our short channel, and people are finding our content through that term. It'll also show a little bit of work. Then you make and so it's telling you that your channel focus and some of your content may not be accurate. And finally, this section is going to look absolutely terrible for us because for YouTube Shorts, we're not optimizing any of our content. We're not adding tags or anything. But if we did have information here, it would be telling us what our average tag length, description length. Maybe you could increase your descriptions, actionable excerpts, or probably because we're not adding any text like our shorts, videos, better numbers. And then items to improve on here. This is really useful. This tells you in a pinch where you need to fix small problems on your videos. For example, if I click here, it's telling me that on 2 of my videos, I've not added end screens. These are things that will push your viewers to more of your content at the end of the video. And so I can one of these directly to that video, and then I click on here, and then for very quick way to fix things that are on your channel. So that is the channel audit tool. As you can see, this is a free version, but it still gives you a lot of information, and you can also play around with many of these tools on the left hand side as well. You know what? In making this video, I actually really surprised myself. I've been making vidIQ videos for years, meaning I've had to have full access to everything. So, go back to the free version. It astonished me how much is available to you, and I've barely touched half that are available to users. And I think a lot of creators find vidIQ when they first download it. So, treat this as your guide to the essential tools that vidIQ can get you towards. But there is another key thing here as well. Don't just rely on tools to get you more views and subscribers. You can't press a button and let something else do the work for you. Within this journey through keyword research, investigating thumbnails and analyzing your own channel, yes, vidIQ and YouTube can give you lots of data, but you have to take action and gain experience in what you're doing. You're only going to succeed when you can be a guiding hand. You can put silent you're the driver. Now then, if you decide that vidIQ isn't for you, that's absolutely fine. Our aim here on this YouTube channel is to educate you on your YouTube journey. So, we've done another video over here that's going to help you get towards 100 subscribers, and it's more about you, the creator, and your mindset. If you've already hit 100 subscribers, then maybe you want to get to 1,000 subscribers. We've also done that video. Whatever you decide to do, any other the option. Bye for now.
This company is currently hiring work-from-home typists. We offer an attractive salary of up to $4,000, and you don't need any prior experience. If you want a flexible position and to start working right away, this is your chance. Sign up through our link right now and take the first step toward a new career. Only 10 spots left. Register on Learn More from Good Luck.
Asking me this question over and over again.
AI Guy, is your channel monetized?
Well, people say AI content is not monetized and things of that nature.
It is seriously one of the most popular comments on my channel. In general, discussion on YouTube whether AI channels are monetizable or not. And in this video, I will break all the myths about this topic and show you guys the analytics of my monetized faceless AI channel.
Before I started my YouTube journey, I had no idea how much money a YouTuber can actually make, so I watched many videos trying to figure this out. But the videos I watched were made by people who showed their faces, had thousands, if not millions of subscribers, and were making a reasonable amount of money per year. No small faceless channel like mine talked about how much someone can realistically make, especially no AI channel. For real. And I know guys, usually I make tutorials about creating content using AI, but today I decided to try this new format. So I thought it would be interesting and informative to share my stats with you, just for the sole purpose of showing what is possible, and to encourage you guys, even if it's just one person, to join the YouTube community and start generating passive income with the help of AI. What my channel is about. So, are you ready? Let's go! Actually, before we get into the money, I'll tell you the story of my online journey and what it took me to watch this video until the end, because you understand the skills you require. I am sure you can succeed on YouTube as well. It will only take 2 minutes. As a bonus, I will make an announcement at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. So I actually started my journey as an online entrepreneur back in 2016. Back then, I spent my days playing an online game called CS:GO with my friends. So how we would make money is we would buy low-rank accounts, download cheats, then start a lobby and significantly boost ranks on these accounts. Then sell the accounts for profit. That much money to I had the realization that yes, I truly can make money online. Not as far as I like to think of it as realization era. Moving on to the next step of AI Guy's evolution. Stage 2 was happening in 2018. Back then, there was insane hype around Instagram theme pages. And what do you think I did? I started an Instagram theme page business. At the time, I started off with 4 pages in different niches and started growing them rapidly. They were doing well. Some of them surpassed the 10K followers mark. But the problem was, I pushed myself so hard that I simply gave up on it completely. I sold some of the pages, and some of them just got abandoned, like this page, for example. So what I learned from this period is that it is possible to grow an account from nothing to something, as long as you are consistent. It also taught me SEO and hashtags optimization, how to improve content discovery. So in the next stage of my online growth, I attempted to run a TikTok account. I tried to make sketches and funny videos to my page. Since I had no previous experience, the videos were absolutely cringe, and I ended up deleting this account, partially because I didn't like TikTok as a platform. However, it taught me how to edit videos, the importance of a good script, and many other aspects of the video creation process. So guys, what I'm trying to say is you should never give up on yourself. It took me over 8 years of trial and error, all the ups and downs, which eventually led me to YouTube. Try to make each experience memorable and learn from it. Anyway, now let's talk about YouTube. I started this YouTube channel in August 2023. I didn't start posting any videos until about the end of August, which is a few weeks apart. So I started off by posting videos regularly, but everything changed around the start of November, and that's where my views took off and propelled the channel. After that happened, you might ask, so when did I get monetized? I got monetized exactly on the 4th of December 2023, and the first money I made was about $11. I was so excited about this. Just to put a bit of context, in this video, we'll be looking at my analytics for the first 2 months of me being monetized. So anyway, it took me about 3 months and a couple of weeks from the time I started my channel to the time I got monetized, which is not typical for everyone, so you need to have that in mind. But that is how it happened for me. Just before we start looking at these numbers in depth, it's important to explain what the monetization process on YouTube is. For the monetization process, I like to break them into 2 tiers. The first tier is if you want to make money through fan funding, such as super chats, super thanks, channel memberships. YouTube has a lesser requirement. You need to have 500 subscribers, 3 valid public videos within the last 30 days. You need to have 3,000 valid public watch hours in the past 1 year. That's for the first tier that unlocks things like super chats, super thanks, and channel memberships. But for you to have access to the YouTube Partner Program, you need to meet additional requirements. For that, you need to have 1,000 subscribers. You need to have 4,000 valid public watch hours in the last 12 months. Or you need to have 10 million valid public short views within the last 90 days. And that way, once you meet this requirement, it unlocks this particular tier, and YouTube will be able to place ads on your video, which you will make money from. And this is where this AdSense I'm talking about comes into play. So look at my analytics. On the second day, I also made around $11. You could see it fell down in the next few days and remained quite low. And then there was this jump by the end of December to around $26. And yes, $26 per day is not too much, but if you think about the perspective, the number literally more than doubled. like overnight, lol. Shut up, dog. This is when my RPM started changing. And then for those who don't understand what an RPM is, it's the amount of money YouTube pays you for the ads that are being placed on your video per 1,000 views. My RPM started out quite low, but kept increasing gradually over time. So now let's take a look at how much I made on YouTube in the first month, or technically speaking in my first 27 days since I was monetized on the 4th. So in the first month I got monetized, I made a grand total of $358.07, which is definitely not bad, right? This was really incredible for me, and I was really excited about this. And then the next month, which is January, let me adjust the settings again. So I am recording this video on January 29th, so you are earnings of the first 28 days of the month. So far, we are looking at the grand total of $737.41. Keep in mind that the month is obviously not over, so by the end of this month, I will make well over $800. It is quite a crazy number, considering that last month I made little over $300, so this month I made double that amount. Depending on what your RPM is going to basically determine how much you are going to make on YouTube that particular month. How much I'm being paid is determined by a couple of factors. One would be the age category of people that are watching my videos and their geographical location that the video belongs to. So let's look at some of that. Where people are watching me from and the age of the people watching me. From within the first couple of months when I filmed, I had more males than female watching my videos. And in terms of age, you can see that people between the age of 18 to around 54 are the major viewers on the channel. This still remains the same till this day. Then in terms of the geographical location, which impacts the type of ads that are showed on your videos. So for that, you could see here that within the first couple of months of being on YouTube, the majority of my viewers are from India, then followed by the United States, followed by Pakistan, followed by Indonesia, and then Brazil. Then it trickles all the way down, but the countries where people are watching you from determines the amount of money you'll be paid. If the majority of your viewers are from developed countries like North America, you can have higher ad bids on your videos compared to people coming from like a developing country. That is how it works. Now that we're on the topic of viewers in a geographical location, people that watch my videos are not currently subscribed to the channel. I just want to kindly ask, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on your bell notification to know anytime I post a new video. It helps me out a lot more than you know, and it helps me to continue creating this content that you're watching on this channel. Thank you so much. So now we're done talking about how you get monetized and what influences the amount of money you make. Let's talk about the other ways that I make money on YouTube as well. The first one would be affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is whenever I make a certain video using a particular tool, and I say use the link in the description box. Anytime you use that tool and sign up, I get a bit of a kickback from that particular sign up. You can see an example of this business model in the sponsored videos that I did. For ethical and professional reasons, I cannot disclose the exact amount, but it can be a nice bonus to your monthly income, about an additional 10 to 20%. The other way I make money currently on YouTube would be sponsorships, just like I mentioned moments ago. This is when brands approach you, and they decide to either pay you to mention them within the portion of your video, or do a full tutorial covering a particular tool in the entire video, depending on what they want. Like I said, at the time of me getting monetized, I didn't start taking sponsorships or making money from these both means, but right now making money from affiliate marketing and sponsorships. Okay guys, now don't click off this video just yet. I want to share my final thoughts and lessons I've learned in the past 1 year of this crazy journey. Is YouTube worth it? I will say yes, it's worth it to start, but is it an easy job? The answer is no. I underestimated the amount of work it takes to make a YouTube channel. Owing to the fact that I have a full 9 to 5, and I do YouTube channel, I also run my business is a whole lot of work. You need to be consistent and be ready to learn and unlearn. You need to be able to adjust quickly, be able to accept a loss with no emotions, just like in any other business. After having a second thought of creating a YouTube channel, just do it, because the most important thing is, if you're giving value or teaching people things that will make them get better, that's the most important thing. Then lastly, I will say first mover's advantage. What does that mean? This channel is an AI channel, and I started talking about AI tools that were trending really hard. A lot of people didn't understand what AI was about, and people were trying to learn about it, and this helped propel my channel to the point it is today. I also came up with a way to high quality characters. As performing already. Your time is now. So before I finish this video, I get a lot of questions every day on how I created my faceless channel and my avatar. I'm starting a tutorial series where all these questions. Be sure to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and your bell notifications so when those every day. And I will.
On your channel. Best strategy. 100 subscribers per day. If you take the overall number of subscribers this channel gains in the 31-day period, you'll see on average it did get 100 subscribers per day. This one's a little bit less consistent than the previous one, but you can see again on average this channel's been gaining about 120 subscribers per day. So how do you go from 0 to the point where, like this channel for example, you're getting 100 to 125 subscribers per day on average? Well, this video will show you how, but first you're probably making a massive mistake that's stopping you from getting subscribers. Given the strategies you learned in this video, working is correct. Roughly between 1.5% of viewers who watch your long-form content will subscribe. So for example, on this channel, you can see within the period we've selected, you got 569,000 views and 3,700 subscribers. So to find your subscribe rate, all you have to do is take the subscribers you get from a certain period, so say 3,700, and then divide that by the number of views the channel. However, this channel, we can see it got 3,100 subscribers, but only 228,000 views. So if we do the math on this one, we can see the subscribe rate on this channel is 1.40%. This particular channel. Now 0.64%, 1.3%. This channel has a higher subscribe rate, gotten the same amount of views as this channel, we can do the math, and what we'll find is that this channel would have gotten a bit over 200 subscribers per day. So in other words, if you increase your subscribe rate, you'll get more subscribers from the same amount of views. So I'm going to give you 3 steps to getting more consistent exposure and views so that you can grow your game channel to the point where it's getting 100 or more subscribers per day. But real quick, before we dive into that, you want to do at least the following 3 things as a bare minimum, which will maximize your subscribe rate, which will mean you'll get more subscribers from the same amount of views. First is your channel page. Actually check out your channel. Subscribe. So your last thing you can do is to make action to be subscribed. So it doesn't hard to do if you ask someone to do something. And if your biggest goal right now is to get subscribers, there's a call to action to ask people to subscribe. By asking people to subscribe, you make that action more top of mind, making it more likely that people will do it. So once you've made your channel and videos as subscribable as possible, let's talk about generating enough exposure to get 100 subscribers per day. The first is consider focusing on every content. Here's by that. 2 main pages recommended and then they click on the videos and something in the YouTube search bar and then finding your video that way. Now, actively recommended buzz is without a doubt the fastest way to create videos that quote-unquote blow up and go viral. But given you clicked on this video about how to get 100 subscribers per day, my guess is that you see something. Get a YouTube where a lot of the videos are designed so that people will